Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In this video we will discuss the last developments in the Middle East, and that is Gaza, Israel, Iran and Great Britain. Why Great Britain? Well, I will show you how one shitty country can do a lot of things to the so-called British Empire. That's why, as I said, Great Britain, as I called Great Britain nowadays, is an opossum. You know, that little marsupial, nocturnal marsupial, who shows himself as being very aggressive, appears to be, but actually is harmless. That's the United Kingdom. Well, guess what? The Israelis arrested 2 British MPs. Do you think Great Britain will do anything about it? I wonder why. Alright, so that's the first topic for this video. The second one, Israel bars the 2 British MPs who landed in Israel, by the way. Iran is ready for any war, just bring it on. And Israel admits that mistakenly killed some paramedics. They thought they were Hamas. Alright. Anybody, the global community, the world community will do anything about it? And if not, why not? That makes you feel like not following rules in a society or following laws. I'm not promoting that. But if you see that the justice is distributed selectively, you say, fuck it. All right. Let's start with the first article. This comes from Sputnik. It is from today, I think it's yesterday already. Yesterday, the 5th of April 2025. Israel detains 2 British parliamentarians on official visit. Now, talking about justice. Imagine that would happen in Iran. Let's say 2 British parliamentarians will show up in Iran and they will be arrested and then banned. Do you think that the world community, which is 3 countries whenever they want, will say anything about it? And if they say something, will they ever do anything about it? All right. So why is that? How is that possible? Well, let me tell you something. I don't care from whom, what the source is of truthful statements. Like someone says, well, if you want to know who rules over you, you find out who you can't criticize, or the other way around. The ones that you can't criticize in a society, that means they rule over you. I don't care the source. It could be Nelson Mandela, it could be Adolf, it could be Stalin, it could be Bill Clinton, it could be other criminal. I don't care. Is it true? Yes, it makes sense. So don't attack the messenger, attack the essence, not the wrapping. All right. So how come that country has the right, obviously, to arrest these British MPs, but put it in a different context? As I said, let's say those guys would have been arrested in Lebanon, or I don't know, Albania or something. That country would have been already under sanctions and bombarded probably by defensive organization NATO. So let's read further. Israeli authorities confirmed. Why? They don't care. What are you going to do? Nothing. Go home. Confirmed they had barred 2 British parliamentarians from entering the country, claiming they planned to spread, and I'm quoting, anti-Israel rhetoric. We are told that Israel is our biggest ally, especially in the Middle East, because it's the only democracy. It's like us. Israel is like us. Democratic, civilized, freedom of speech and all that, capitalist. All that is. All right? But hey, it seems like it's specific speech that you can have over there. Now, that's not freedom of speech. And to spread anti-Israel rhetoric. Is that anti-Israel rhetoric true? like pointing out to certain facts, if that's considered anti-Israel rhetoric, then you understand exactly what's going on. Let's see the context. Labour MPs Abtisam Mohammed and Yuan Yang, these are from Manchester United team nowadays, were banned from, or maybe like Liverpool. Don't they have Mohammed Salah over there? Were banned from entering Israel after questioning revealed that the purpose of their visit was to document Israeli security forces and spread hateful rhetoric against Israel, the publication said, citing the authorities. So this information comes from the authorities who arrested these guys, not from the guys themselves. Or you hear only from the accuser and the judge and executioner. You don't hear the victim. You don't need to trust us. Look what's going on in Gaza. We tell the truth all the time. Here's the first one. Hateful rhetoric. What does it mean? Hate speech in America, and Israel is like America, is protected. You can say whatever hateful things you want. It's protected. You don't like it? Don't listen. Now, if you act, not think or talk, act upon those hateful things, it's a different story. We have laws for that. I'm not talking about threats, incitement to violence, just hateful speech. Like, for instance, I fucking hate these glasses. Emil, jail. It's hateful. You must like this because someone said so. You don't have the right to hate anything and everybody. But hey, Israel is like us. It's like us. Capitalist Israel, see how much money it gets from. All right, nevertheless. So let's see what's going on further. Next article. Coming from Russia Today, 6th of April. Israel bars 2 UK MPs. The British lawmakers has planned to spread hate speech during a visit. They are not like us. Officials have claimed 2 pro-Palestinian British MPs were detained entry to Israel and subsequently deported after local authorities accused them of misrepresenting the nature of their visit and planning to promote campaigns targeting the state. Remember that in Soviet Union, one of the capital punishment was the enemy of the Soviet people or Soviet Union. And how did they determine you are an enemy? Nature of the visit, planning to promote campaigns targeting the state. Again, you hear only that side of the story. Next one. Russia Today, 6th of April. Iran ready for any war. Why? Because these guys right here, the same guys right here, they maneuvered their servants, the United States of America, into getting in a hot war, direct war with Iran for them. I think, and as a free person, I can express my views freely without any threats of being, hurt by anything and anybody. You can hate me. I'm all for it. You can dislike me. You can call me however you want. I have the right to ignore you, but don't act. All right, if you act, that's a different story. So let's see what Iran does. Iran aims that at whom? Tehran's military has already acquitted itself well in the struggle against Israel, Major General Hossein Salami has said. But the problem is not that. The problems are the USA, not these guys. They can deal with those guys with nuclear missiles, not with the Americans. The thing is, the Americans are going to strike Iran preemptively and in self-defense, like Israel. They're like us. We're together in the same thing. And let me show you something. And I will make a point, but I'm probably not make this point on YouTube. I will make it probably on my channel on Rumble. So maybe I will make it veiled. That's how I operate here. In disguise. You don't know who I am, how I look, and my name, and my location. Russia Today. IDF admits mistaking paramedics for Hamas. And I have videos. I watched the videos. There's no way you mistake those guys as Hamas, because the trucks were clearly marked and with lights on and everything else. And remember, they say, oops, my bad. And then what? Nothing. Therefore, when I say about respecting the law and justice, when you hear that some people accidentally, commit a crime, is that accidental manslaughter? Is that punishable? Of course it is. If you make an accident, you eliminate someone, you still get charged, convicted, and you go to prison. The big house. All right, let's go and read what's going on here. Israeli soldiers ambushed and killed 15 emergency rescue workers in Gaza last month. 15 people. Those are not collateral damage. Those people have families. Maybe children, maybe parents, maybe sisters. Maybe they have a life. It's 15. And if you think that is... Imagine there are 15 of your family. And I guarantee you that changes the whole dynamics of the situation. The same over there. They're humans. They were over there risking their lives for something greater than themselves. Instead of sitting down, drinking pop or eating chips, drinking their beer, watching stupid TV in the basement with the masks on, or driving with a mask on, they are over there. And they try to do good. Paramedics. They can't defend. They can't defend against the guys who shot them eventually. Now imagine if they... Why... I'm going to talk on Rumble. I can't talk here. Here, the Israel Defense Forces have admitted that their account of the killing of 15 Palestinian paramedics and rescue workers in Gaza was incorrect. Oh, incorrect? Okay, let's move on. That's not. I want to see what's going on. What's going on with those guys? Multiple media outlets reported on Saturday, citing the preliminary findings of a probe into the accident. It was an incident, okay? On March 23rd, a group of soldiers near Rafah fired at a convoy of Palestinian Red Crescent Society ambulances, a UN car, and a fire truck from Gaza's civil defense. The IDF claimed at the time that the convoy was traveling in the darkness with their lights off. No, here is the video. That's a lie. Should never believe those guys. Remember someone said about big liars or something? On Saturday, the New York Times released a cell phone video proving that the ambulances were clearly marked and had their headlights turned on, and that the paramedics wore reflective gear when they were fired upon in Rafah Tel Sultan neighborhood. This is the video. I will upload this, not the video, but you can watch it on X, right? Because YouTube doesn't like these things. You can access it. I'm gonna upload the link in the description box below, so you can find it over there. And I watched the video, and indeed they are with lights on. And everything is going to be an ambulance, big one, fire truck going around here. It's like, no way you could have done that. So what happened? Let's see. IDF also said the last 6 of the slain paramedics were posthumously identified by intelligence officials of Hamas operatives. Last month, Israel, Alright, so who gets punished? Nobody. Nobody will get punished. Probably they will get 6 months in jail, but that jail is not a Mexican jail or for Guatemala jail. It's going to be a jail over there, you know what I mean? Paid by you. You paid for that. You paid for that. Anyway, and what's going to happen? Nothing. So with this kind of examples of justice, what do you expect? But we have to attack Iran because Iran is the bad dude. And the Brits will do something to these guys being arrested and banned? No, they won't do anything. They won't do anything about it. That tells you what? Something that you already knew. The ones that you can't criticize rule over you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.